government officials insist that this is an isolated incident.
Warning. The following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Welcome back. Another edition of the Buzz Podcast. Your boy Cujo. We're doing this quick hits that we're trying out here. Doing this in name of the Third Eye Carnival, which is coming up October 17th, 18th, and 19th. We have one of the people that will be at the carnival. And my understanding is he'll be, I guess you guys have a little booth set up, and then you guys will be doing tattoos or whatnot.
Yes.
We got Tony from Deuces Ink Lounge, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. I want to make sure I got that right because shit, I forget my name sometimes.
Don't we all?
Yeah, Tony, appreciate you coming out, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
So the Third Eye Carnival, you guys, what exactly will you guys be doing there, or like how did you get involved with it?
So we got involved with it because we did the Meet Me Here magazine.
Okay.
And so one of the ladies that were part of that magazine reached out to us, and she said, "Hey, I got an opportunity for you. Can I come by the shop and talk to you?" Mm-hmm. So I was like, yeah, definitely. And she came by and we were all about it.
Yeah. So you guys are going to be doing live tattooing at the carnival, is that right?
Yes, sir. Ooh. Yes, sir. We're going to be indoors.
Okay.
Pretty much right where they're going to have the concert. so it's going to be loud.
yeah, for sure. So how did you get involved in the tattoo business?
So when I was a kid, I was probably about 4 years old. I grew up in New York City.
Okay.
And so we were at Coney Island, my mom and I'm standing there, a little shit I was.
Right.
And I'm holding my mom's hand, and I see this big dude next to me, and he had this tattoo on his arm, and it was a lion.
Okay.
And I thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
Right.
So I just started drawing, and it just became a dream of mine. You know, and after the military, man, I've just been going no holds barred at it. It's been awesome.
So is that how you ended up in El Paso through the military?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any regrets staying here in El Paso?
No, actually, no. I met my wife out here, man.
Beautiful.
It's been great, man. I bought my house. I planted roots, man.
Yeah. So how much time do you have invested into the tattoo game?
Honestly, I did my apprenticeship at 18. And I've been going since, so 28 years now.
28 years. What does the apprenticeship look like? Because I know I used to see. What was there was a show on, was it A&E, or it was the tattoo art? Some dudes out of Florida, some ball cats. Chris was one of them. I can't remember what the names of there were. And
Like Ami James.
Yes,
Miami Ink.
Miami Ink. There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah. So I know they had that little Chinese dude as the apprentice, and he was tattooing on pigskin. And what does the apprenticeship look like?
So when I was coming up, we're talking almost 3 decades ago. You were the shop bitch.
Yeah.
Like you were picking up cigarette butts out of the parking lot. You were cleaning and sterilizing all the machines and all the gear and everything like that. You were washing their trucks. You were the gopher. Yeah, man. Like you were treated bad, dude.
How does that help you tattoo?
It doesn't. What it does is it breaks you down, and you're willing to do anything at that point to get on skin and learn the trade.
Damn.
Yeah.
So how different is it from, like, so I take it you're big into artistry, right?
Absolutely.
So how different is it from doing, filling in lines on a painting, portrait, or whatever it is, to doing the lines on skin and filling in that? Like how?
Well, skin is flexible.
Okay.
Paper, canvas, it's really not flexible. Like your skin will move.
Right.
Like you can sit there and squeeze your arm all day, and you're gonna get wrinkles. You're gonna get stretch it out, all that kind of stuff. So it's really different because you definitely have to stretch skin.
Yeah.
It's where a lot of young artists make mistakes where their lines aren't consistent and they're not there, and that's a big problem.
So as an artist, do you see, like, if you see somebody whether in your shop or out and about, and you see somebody's work, and you're like, dude, what the? Do you find yourself just looking at everybody's tattoo and be like, what the fuck were you thinking, or like who did that, or even in a good like, yo, who did that work? That was awesome.
Yes,
Yeah?
the ones where I like the work, I'll talk to them. And I'll see where they got their work, and because I may or may not know the artist,
Right.
but the ones who have like what I'll call living room tattoos or scratcher tattoos,
Okay.
I don't comment on it, because one thing in my shop that I preach is that we don't talk bad about anybody.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's enough people out here where every artist in this city can eat, and it just makes you look bad.
Right.
When you talk bad about other artists. If somebody comes into me and wants me to rework something that they got that they don't like, then okay, I'll do that, and I still won't talk bad about it. I'll be like, all right, well, what do you want to do here?
Right.
What do you want to do there?
So,
that sort of thing.
So living room tattoo, what is that like a reference to? Is that just like
People that tattoo out of their house.
okay?
Where it's unsanitary. Tattoo shops are designed where we have to be cleaner than hospitals.
Okay. Right.
And so when you're tattooing out of your crib, and you say you have animals, say you don't have animals. If you don't have animals, then and you're a single dude or whatever, let's face it, man. We're not cleaning the house like
24/7. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So to me, it's all about sterilization. It's all about making sure that your client is safe and you're safe.
Yeah. So when you're doing a tattoo as an artist, do you prefer for somebody to come up and be like, look, man, I have an idea for a tattoo. This is kind of what I'm thinking. Can you come up with something for me, or do you prefer for them to be like, look, this is the picture I want. Get me this on my leg or whatever?
I don't think any artist or apprentice goes into tattooing wanting to be dictated to. So in other words, I would rather sit down with somebody, talk to them, get to know them,
Right.
and then get their ideas and then design it.
Okay.
I despise getting stuff off like Pinterest or anything like that. Does it happen? Of course it
Right.
does. But I will not. In 28 years, I have never duplicated a tattoo.
No, because you got to put your flair to it.
Absolutely.
So what is your specialty? Because I know people are like really great at portraits, or people are really great at different anime or drawings or whatnot. What's your specialty, or what do you feel that you're really good at?
My thing that I've learned, and I learned this in Okinawa, Japan, is Japanese traditional.
Is that the single needle where you just
No. That's
more Samoan?
No, it's there too, but
Right.
I'm talking about like the illustration of it. And
okay.
Like stuff like that. What you're talking about is more like application.
Okay, yeah.
Like I never learned how to do that. I want one of those tattoos, but it hurts a hell of a lot more than when you're getting it, from a machine.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I've seen. There was another show that I used to see that they would go throughout the world and see the different aspects on that. And there's just a little. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's just a needle at the end of a stick, and you're just fucking tapping the stick,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's definitely a new meaning to stick and poke. It really is.
Yeah, no, that's oh my god.
That's insane.
Within the tattoo community, because I know there's a lot of shops here in El Paso.
Yes.
And I know you said you don't like talking bad about people because but sometimes there's some people that you're just like, God,
Yeah.
don't go there.
Right.
Is that big in the community? Like, is there a lot of, I don't want to say hatred, but I guess you could call it more competition as opposed to who's the best?
I think being the best is more subjective than anything, because my clients think I'm the best.
Right.
So other people's clients think that they're the best, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, because when you're a consumer of something like this, you're going to stick with who you trust and who you know.
Right.
And so the trick for every artist, apprentice, and whatnot is to get to know a variety of people, get familiar with a variety of styles to tattoo.
Okay.
I don't just tattoo Japanese traditional.
Right,
I
right,
do
right.
a plethora of stuff. But I don't know, man. I think a lot of people, they do talk a lot,
Yeah.
and for me and my whole crew, we don't. And that's kind of what separates us. You know what I mean? I do think that certain artists, they charge way too much.
Yeah.
Other people that, they tattoo in their living room something that I'm going to do for, say, $100, they'll do for $20. And then the person will come back to me, with this crap tattoo wanting me to cover it up. And then I'm like, all right, well, that's $250.
Yeah. You gotta. How hard is the cover up?
Cover-ups can be a pain, man, and it really depends on what you're trying to put over it.
Yeah.
A lot of artists, they'll go with, like, colors that will not cover, and there is a rule of thumb to colors and cover-ups.
Right.
And my rule of thumb is blues cover everything.
Okay.
I've covered up dark black with blues.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So blues will cover everything. It just saturates well.
Yeah.
And it kind of just levels over everything.
So I know usually there's, I guess during different times we have different, what's the right word I'm looking for? There's different trends, right, of what's hot right now. What's the hot trend right now?
Honestly, what I'm seeing a lot of, probably because of the month, is like creepy stuff, Halloween type stuff.
Yeah.
But this year, it's been a lot of that. There's been a lot of that. I think I've done maybe 10 Japanese tattoos all year.
Oh, wow.
So something I specialize in, I don't get to do very often.
Yeah.
So when I do it, I do tend to give like badass prices on it because I want to knock it out, and I want my name out there just like everybody else.
Right. So when it comes to pricing, is that how does that work for a tattoo artist? Like, say if you're at your shop at the Deuces Ink Lounge on 4806 Montana, if you're at your shop, do you go like what is your? How do you base your prices on like per tattoo? Is it per the amount of ink you're using, per the amount of time? Is it per how crazy how do you base a price?
It depends, man. Like, cause if you want something like small and dainty or whatever, I'm not gonna rape your wallet with that. You know what I mean? Like, but if you're wanting something that's big, it's bold, it's got color, and things like that, I base it off of the time that it's probably gonna take me to do it.
Okay.
And that's really a guess, and no artist is gonna will lie to you and tell you, that, oh yeah, I have a set price for this. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because nobody does. It depends if I generally like the person I'm talking to, if they generally like me.
Right.
If there's like a good rapport there, then I'm nicer on the price. If it's one of my designs, and I have, good God, I have tons, and, if it's one of my designs, I'm going to charge less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Than what I would do if they just picked a piece of flash off the wall.
Yeah. Is that still a thing where you guys still have those, because I remember when I got my first one, granted I was drunk. And granted, they probably, that's a big no-no, right? You're not supposed to, you're not supposed to tag because you got a bleeder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll bleed it out, and then you'll overwork the skin, and it's a nightmare.
Yeah, I remember that. So I remember when I went, they're like, all right, dude, what do you want? And I told them, with the name, with the DJ name that they gave me, Cujo back in the day, I was like, I want the dog paw.
Hell yeah.
So you get your book of dog paws. All right, here, pick 1 through 15. Which one do you like? And they just go based off of that. I was like, how is that?
Yeah.
But I'm young, dumb. I just want a tattoo.
Exactly.
Is that still a thing where people just come in with all right, give me number 6 and let's go with that?
Yeah, like I see a lot of between like 18 and 21-year-olds, really. It's really the younger ones. It's not the ones that have a little bit of life under their belt.
Right.
It's usually the young ones that they come in. I had probably about 6 months ago, I had this guy came in for his 18th birthday. He's with his girlfriend, who I believe was like 19, and he wanted his first tattoo. So of course, the whole shop, we're popping a cherry, But then this guy wanted something on his face.
What?
And I was like, bro, what do you want on your face? And it wasn't anything great.
Right.
You know, I don't even remember the design, but I remember it being pretty dumb.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I was like, bro, like, what do you do for work?
Right.
Oh, I don't work, man. I'm in school. And I was like, well, you have to think about a career, man. Like, I do this for a living. Like, I
Yeah.
can cover my whole dang body, and the only one I have to answer to is my wife.
Right.
You know? But I'm like, do you want to be able to work later on or not?
Yeah.
You know, and so it's, you know, I definitely talked him out of it because I told him, I was like, none of us are going to do that on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we got to look out for the client, man. It's more than just making money for us, man.
Yeah.
Like, we have to put out tasteful things. You know, like, where racist stuff, forget it. Don't even come to the shop.
Right.
You know, stuff like that. Nah, man. Like keep that over there.
Right. Yeah.
You
Keep
know.
on trucking.
Yeah.
So, how often do you find yourself either talking somebody out of doing a tattoo in general, or just be like, "Look, bro, if you want something, just give me an idea, and I'll put it, or I'll give you a better suggestion for what you could do with that."
It happens more often than anyone
Really?
thinks. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Because what people have to understand is that, you know, the tattoo artists, we're the subject matter experts, for lack of a better term.
right.
So if you want something facing the wrong way, or, you know, if you're white like I am and you want some Chicano art, like
Yeah.
that's a no-go. You know what I mean? You have to respect the culture that's around you, and you have
Okay.
to respect who you are as a person. So, and even me, like, I wouldn't get like poly-tribal on me. It's not my culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I fell in love with the Japanese traditional, because that's very universal, and that was told to me by the person who taught me.
Okay.
You know, so
So, how long did you study under that person when you were
I was 3 years.
3 years
3 years.
in Okinawa?
Yes, sir.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Isn't that where Mr. Miyagi was? Wasn't even Okinawa?
Yes, actually.
So you have Miyagi-san with you.
Well, I was prior Marine, so I
Yeah.
got stationed out there, and I loved it out there, man.
Really?
Oh, it was beautiful.
I hear it's amazing.
It is. It is.
Jesus Christ. How, like, the culture-wise, was that a big culture shock to you?
It
or-
was, because, believe it or not, they're so disciplined, and we're not used to seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we'd be walking down the street, not one piece of trash was on the
Yeah.
ground. You know, their public toilets were just immaculate.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. Like, I've seen tattoo shops here in the States
Yeah.
that were in way worse condition than their public bathrooms.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Damn. Yeah, because I know that's one of the things that I've gotten into before with several guests is, you know, when we try to talk about what we could do differently in the States, right, as far as to better cohabitate. And one of the things I always go back to is usually with schooling, you don't start getting like real grades until I think it was the fourth grade, I think it is, because the first 3 grades are just teaching you how to be respectful, how to be, how to give back to your elders, because I know that's huge out there with the elders.
Definitely.
And how to make sure that, you know, the cleaning and making sure how to study correctly. And that's something that I think, as crazy as it sounds, I wish we could have here, because I think that would, you know, with the advancements that we have, I mean, we could be far better than we are right now.
I agree.
But
I definitely agree.
But it's hard to tell somebody who's in power of what they should do if it's not their idea, especially when it's another country. But that's neither here nor there.
That's a fact.
Everybody has their own different thing, right?
Yes, sir.
So when you're tattooing, is there like a favorite part of the body that you enjoy tattooing on a client more than other parts, or is it just, you know, whatever flows, it is what it is?
I love tattooing the outside of the calf on the side of the leg.
Really?
It is the flattest spot. It actually tickles. It doesn't really hurt.
Yeah.
It's one of those places, man, where if you screw that up,
Yeah.
I got nothing for you. I mean, it's so flat. It's the closest to paper that I have found.
Yeah.
You know, and when I tattoo a female in that spot, I have them bring a pair of their heels.
Okay.
The tallest heels they have. And the reason why is because I have them put them on,
With the
and
muscle?
then I place the stencil.
Okay.
And then they can take them off for the tattoo. It's literally just for the stencil. Because, the muscle as it flexes like
Right.
that, it just looks better. Because let's face it, man, no woman is wearing clothes like that
Yeah.
to please a guy. They're doing it to please themselves.
Right. Absolutely.
And fine, great, cool.
Yeah.
But, they do that, and then I explain it to them, and they're all for it. And they're like, nobody ever thinks of that. Nobody's ever said that to me before.
Right.
And I was like, got it.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is thinking out the box for sure.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have thought about that. So right when you were mentioning it, like I said, right off the bat, I was like, oh, well, that's the way the muscle would flex when you're on that. And most of the time, females are wearing their high heels or whatnot.
Right.
So as a tattoo artist, is it a must for them to be having either covered in tats or for them to have several tats? Or would you trust somebody who doesn't have a tattoo artist that doesn't have any tats on them at all?
No, I won't. I had the artist that did, my whole right arm. He had one tattoo,
Okay.
but it was half a shirt.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and it was this big Japanese traditional dragon, and it almost looked like a Yakuza style.
Okay.
But it was done beautifully. It was awesome.
Ooh.
But somebody with no tattoos.
Yeah.
Look, man, if you can't empathize with me, I don't want you near me. Straight up. Like, I'm sorry.
Damn.
Because at that point, you don't know what it feels like. So
Yeah.
how are you going to be able to have the bedside manner that a lot of artists don't have? How are you going to have that if you're not tattooed there?
Right.
And even the ones that are tattooed in that spot, some of them are like, well, I did it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Bro, wrong attitude, man.
Right.
Like, your client is there and they're trusting you. They're paying you good money.
For sure.
And so, like, be a little sympathetic towards people.
I've been seeing, what is it, the numbing cream that's been going through like the Instagram.
Hate it.
Is that I take it doesn't work. It's not.
So, all right, this is what people do. This is their mistakes with numbing cream. For one, they think it's going to last the whole tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't.
Right.
All right, it's going to last you anywhere from 40 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Well, what happens if you do a 2.5 hour piece?
Yeah.
You're going to have that whole 40 minutes to an hour of pain rushing to you all at once, as opposed to just spacing it out and taking it and doing that. Me personally, I don't like numbing cream because it also makes the skin very difficult to push ink into.
Okay.
So it kind of swells it a little bit and retracting the nerve endings. So when that happens, it's a little swollen.
Right.
So you got to be a little rougher, to get, your color packed or your blacks or whatever, and I'm not heavy handed and I refuse to be. I do not like, scarring people up and cutting them up with a tattoo needle. It just doesn't make sense.
So when you're, I've always found with the few tattoos that I have, the outline is always the one that hurts the most.
Yes.
The shading is the easiest part.
Right.
Why is that?
Because when you're lining, it's typically a point. So think of a pen or a pencil.
Okay.
That's it. That's all that's going into your skin. It's easier to bring that across the skin.
Right.
So it's very little where the nerve endings are going to, like, fire off.
Okay.
But it's constant.
Yeah.
And so that's why that hurts. When you're using a shading needle, like, say, a mag. I used, today I did a big tattoo. I used a 35 mag. That's 35 needles.
Oh, shit.
And it's probably a good inch wide. When you're doing that, you have that much area where the nerves are coming down.
Okay.
So it goes, for lack of a better term, it goes kind of numb.
Right.
Like, you'll feel like a little scratch on it after
Yeah.
a while, but it goes numb.
Damn.
I guess that's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, because I was, and of course, there's always different sensitive parts of the body, right?
Yes.
That you're just like, oh shit, because I want to get, so I want to do, so I have this piece up here already, right?
Oh, that's
So
nice.
I got this whole thing here already. So now I want to go and get like a piece here. I'm just trying to. I always hear the inside of the skin in here of the forearm. Now I don't think the forearm as much as the upper arm would hurt as much, but I mean I think it's gonna be a bitch. It's
So
gonna
it's-
hurt.
As someone who's got both forearms
Yeah.
done, they're not fun.
Yeah.
But they're not the worst place. I think the worst place I'm tattooed, pit of the elbow.
Yeah.
In the pit of the elbow, that thing is like constant fire.
Right.
You know, and you can't move. I got both of them done, and geez,
Oh.
that's the worst. And I got a big tiger on my right rib cage. You know, I've got like some kanji coming down my left. I got my whole back damn near done.
Jeez. What was your first tat that you
My
got
first
done on you?
tat was between my shoulder blades. Yeah, and I still have it. It was about a 4-hour tattoo.
Yeah.
Never got it retouched. I will never get it retouched.
Okay.
It's a black outline. It's a tribal, and red interior.
Okay.
Black and red has always been my color.
And why will you not get it retouched?
Because the guy who did it, I served with him in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
And I promised him if anybody ever retouches it, it's going to be him. You know what I mean? And it's there, man. And I was 17 when I got it. So the thing's almost 30 years old.
Oh,
But it
man,
still
that's
looks
bonk-
good.
Yeah.
It still looks good. But
Dude, that's bonkers.
Yeah.
Well, I know one of the things that was going around not too long ago, going back on the trends, was the complete blackening of a part of a body, whether the arm, the whole arm. What's your take on are you a fan of that? What's your take on it?
I despise it.
Yeah.
I think it's, how do I put it? It's lack of creativity.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think it can look cool if it's done in parts,
Okay.
but not the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody that says you can put white ink over it, no, you can't. Because when you do, in 6 months, they're going to have to get that redone.
Right.
You know, and to me, it really doesn't make much sense. Like, as an artist, if somebody comes to me and they want a blackout, I ask the guys in the shop if they want to do it.
Okay.
Because I won't.
Right.
You know, like the 35 mag today,
Yeah.
I'm doing a partial blackout on that sleeve.
Right.
You know, and it comes to like half his hand as well.
Oh shit.
And so, you know, I told him I don't like doing blackouts, but he's letting me put my designs in the background. You know, so I'm like, all right, cool, I got you.
You got to give to get, right?
Yeah, man, it's a give and take. It's not, you can't always like, you know, take.
Right.
So-
No, I get it. So, how many fellow artists do you have with you at your shop?
So we have 5 total artists
Okay.
and 1 apprentice.
One apprentice.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
And he is not my apprentice.
No.
No. No.
Is it difficult for you to have an apprentice? Do you?
It's difficult to find people that want to work.
Okay.
And that's the problem, I think, with a lot of apprentices. When they get decent, you know, at the size that they're doing, right? They think they know everything.
Yeah.
So then they start to argue and they start to complain and they start to do this and that. And it's like, in May, I had my last apprentice leave, and I vowed to myself that I am not taking an apprentice for at least a year. I'm tired of it. Like,
You're gonna get back right mentally.
yeah, one of my artists at the shop is a graduated apprentice.
Okay.
Yeah, and love the guy, man. He's super humble. He's super cool. He's got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
You know, he's the one with an apprentice, actually. Yeah.
So when somebody comes up and says, "Hey, Tony, you know what, man? I want a tattoo." Do you look at artwork before you start thinking like, I'm even going to take this guy on, or is it just like, all right, dude, fuck, you want to learn it? Let's show you.
Well, I look at the artwork because if they can't draw on paper, they're not going to be able to draw on skin.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
just real.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care much. I mean, I use it too, but not a lot. I don't care much for the digital drawing.
Okay.
You know, like I want to see what you can do on paper.
Yeah.
Because that tells me if you're an artist or not.
Right. So free hand, free flow,
Right.
as opposed to all the stock shit. Yeah. No, that makes. I mean, that makes all the sense because at the end of the day, you are a canvas, right?
Right.
You are a canvas for the artist. Man, I really want to get I really want to get a tat.
Hit me up, man.
Dude, I got an idea. So, going with the whole hip hop vibe that I have, as you saw, I got the headphones, I got the record. I want to do 3 old school mixtapes on
hell
here.
Yeah.
But with each mixtape's going to have one of my kids' names on it.
All right.
So that's what I'm thinking. I just don't know how. I mean, because it's not a big area, right, that I have. So I just don't know how it'll wrap around or how it'll work. And then on the bottom, you know how back in the day how the tape would come out on the mixtapes?
Yeah.
I want to have the tape come out and spell out love for for my
right.
family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's the reason I do what I do.
Right.
That's the reason I grind on 16 hours a day sometimes or whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones, that's the legacy I'm leaving behind.
Absolutely.
So that's something I'm thinking about doing. And I'm just, ever since the pandemic had happened.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that calls it.
Yeah, ever since the pandemic had happened, I'm like, everything's gone through the roof. So I'm scared to even ask to see how much something like that would come out to.
Honestly, man, if it's just the tapes, the damage shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't.
Yeah, because I don't see the. I think if I color them in, I don't think it'll go with the flow of it.
Nah, shade it
too much.
You can even throw stipple shading on that, man.
Yeah.
Like you remember, like the little white stickers that were on them. Stipple in there, dude, and then that's it, and put the name up top.
Dude, that would be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got ideas.
Glad I could help.
Hell yeah. So the Third Eye Carnival, Deuces Ink Lounge. Tony's going to be out there. He's going to be tattooing. If you want to set up something more intimate with him and see him at his shop, Deuces Ink Lounge at 4806 Montana Avenue here in El Paso, Texas. He is a veteran. It's veteran-owned and operated tattoo shop. On the Instagram, he's got a bunch of under Deuces _Ink _Lounge. He's got a bunch of his work on there. Some of the stuff is on there. Is pretty legit. This isn't all just you, right? It's you and
no, it's everybody.
It's the whole it's the whole tribe that he's got out there.
Yes,
definitely, dude. There's some stuff on here. I just saw this one's got to be yours. The Japanese that's
no,
actually, really.
The color one on there is mine.
Oh shit! Is it on the same? Hold on. There's another.
It'll be like half a lady's face and half an Oni mask. And then the other half of the lady's face is on the other side of the Oni mask.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Damn. Yeah, this is... Oh, is it...
I'll bring it up. Yep, that's me.
That's the one?
Yep,
okay.
That's mine.
Damn.
So I do a lot of color.
Man.
And I love color work.
Well, they say what? Going with the Japanese tradition, they say we wear 3 masks. Is that what it is? 3 masks. The one that we want people to see, the one that we think, and the one that we really are. Something like that. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my moments.
It's such a cultural difference, man.
Dude,
I don't.
Beautiful.
And honestly, I didn't expect anybody to know that.
Yeah.
I really didn't, because this is El Paso, man. Like, I don't know that many, Japanese people here.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, for somebody to know that, you've done your homework.
Hey,
I like it.
Like I said, I have my moments. I'm actually, allegedly, I think I'm like 20% Japanese, allegedly. Nice. I believe. I barely found out. So, but I mean, knowing much of the culture, I really don't. Just stuff that I've seen here and there. Like I said, with hip hop being big on me, the Wu-Tang. I remember I was always seeing the martial arts movies back in the day. So, all that you kind of start, I wanted to get an understanding of what I was watching, not just to watch it.
Right.
So that's kind of why I have bits and pieces I'll pick up here and there.
I get that.
So there's a new segment that we have going on that we're trying out. It's called 10 Shots, No Chaser. Okay. I know we mentioned it to you earlier.
Yes.
It's going to be pretty simple. 10 questions, no filters, no cap, just straight from the mic, straight truth. Trying to get it to you as quick as I can in rapid succession, so that way we don't have time to overthink, overanalyze, just first thing on there. Right. I promise it's not going to be too crazy. Well, it shouldn't be. Shouldn't be, but, I was kind of half asleep, half awake when I was writing these.
I'm praying right now.
No, it's not that bad. It's going to go towards a lot of it's going to be towards the tattoo world, so you're good.
All right.
So what's the wildest spot someone's ever asked you to tattoo on?
Inner labia.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I did it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So to be honest, what's the dumbest tattoo idea you've ever heard? Besides the one I just gave you. Besides the one I just gave you. What's the dumbest tattoo idea you've ever heard?
Somebody wanted to tattoo on his girlfriend a hot dog coming out of her ass crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. That's no. Most painful place to get tatted, and how do you know?
My opinion is the pit of the elbow.
Pit of the elbow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm tatted there twice. So that's how I know.
So again, what's the besides the black ink? Is the what was it called? Was it the UV tattoos that were going around?
Mm-hmm.
Is that something as an artist that you like, or is that something you think is absolute trash?
I think it's trash.
Why?
Because they did this major recall on the ink because it was a carcinogen.
Okay.
Probably about a decade ago, and I have not even bothered.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
Yeah.
Have you ever all right, I know that I asked you that already. Who's your dream client to tattoo? Who would be your dream client to tattoo, either living or dead?
Oh, you mean, all right.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've always wanted to tattoo D. Snyder from
Twisted Sister.
Absolutely, but I wanted to do exactly what he had in the movie Strangeland.
Okay.
And I don't like doing tribal.
Right.
But on that fool, I will do it, and I won't even charge his ass for that. Like, it'd be great. He's one of my childhood heroes.
Right.
Him, Michael Graves.
Right.
There's a few. Jason Newsted.
Okay.
Like I'd give anything to just meet them, let alone tattoo them.
Right. Okay. What's one tattoo you regret doing?
Oh wow. Okay. I will never do this tattoo again. Okay. But I did a penis tattoo.
Wow.
Yeah. Probably about a year before I went into the military. Yeah. This fool, this idiot. And I'm just as big of an idiot.
Right.
He wanted an elephant trunk on it. Yeah.
Where did he get the tattoo?
On his
On
on his junk, man.
Nah, something about me just staring at some dude's junk,
I mean,
tattooing. I just can't. I'll be like, nah.
Dude, I masked up, man. I had a face shield on. I was like, double gloves.
I messed up. I had my
Fucking long
PPD.
sleeves.
Yeah, no, hey,
I was in full mop gear for that one.
no, hey, I'm with you. I'd be like, hell no. What's your go-to snack or drink during long sessions?
Oh, man, anything Reese's, bro. I'm a sucker for Reese's.
Pieces or cups?
Either one, I don't care. I'm not particular.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I always go pieces. Cups ain't my thing. Pieces is my jam.
I like them both. I
Yeah.
can't.
There's no
I
wrong.
can't decide.
So tattoos fade, right?
Eventually.
What's one lesson that stuck with you?
Well, don't overwork the skin. Like, I got my ass chewed by my mentor because I overworked the skin so bad. Like, this poor bastard, man, he ended up looking like hamburger meat. And I was apprenticing for like a year at the time,
Yeah.
and I had just gotten on skin a couple months prior. And yeah, man, I overworked that skin really bad. It was when I was learning how to use mag needles.
Okay.
And man, this dude, it looked like, somebody like had their brains blown out, and it was like that, the gray matter on the ground.
Okay.
That's what his arm looked like.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Damn.
I'm glad I don't do that no more.
All right. So I know with the Third Eye Carnival, I know you mentioned Michael Graves right now.
Yes, sir.
Do you think he is being fairly treated for what either he has put out there, whether it's on his own that he said or done, or is America just too much of a pansy and they're acting out when they shouldn't?
I think they're acting out when they shouldn't. I think, so I have an issue. My issue is that everybody worries about what everybody else is doing,
Right.
and they wonder why they don't succeed.
Yep.
Worry about yourself.
Absolutely.
Don't worry about nobody else, man. Like, we're not in his shoes. We don't live his life.
Right.
You know, we don't live anybody else's life. The only person you can control is that dumbass staring back at you from the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the only one you can control in this life.
That's absolutely true.
You know, and God has his way of looking at you and being like, all right, you need a lesson right now.
Right.
You know, I think if we worried about ourselves more than worrying about anybody else, I think we'd get a lot further and we would have a lot more success, you know, within ourselves.
Yep.
You know, instead of worrying about everybody else.
Damn, I couldn't have said that any more perfect than that. And the last shot, finish this line.
Oh, God.
Good tattoos ain't cheap.
Cheap?
And cheap tattoos are?
Not good.
The simplicities of life. I love it.
Yeah.
Tony from Deuces Ink Lounge. Before we head out, again, tell the people where your shop's located, how they could get a hold of you, how they could see all your work, how they could see the fam that you got at Deuces Ink, how they could see their work, where they could go to sign up for you, and any last words you have for the people.
Deuces Ink Lounge, we're located at 4806 Montana Avenue. We got a big-ass sign out front. You can't miss it. I just put it up, and it looks beautiful. Like, I'm super happy about it. You can hit us up on Instagram. You can hit me up on Facebook. Either one that you go ahead and message, you'll basically be talking to either myself or my shop manager, Audrey. We're the only two that really have admin rights to it.
Okay.
So you'll be talking to one of us. My word to everybody, I got into tattooing to heal people. I didn't get into tattooing to hurt people. I mean, I know they hurt.
Right.
You know, but it's a healing thing. As being a veteran, you know, we do military discounts for military. We do discounts for law enforcement, EMS, all that kind of stuff, you know. And all we want to do is welcome everybody to the family because that's really what we are. You know, every shop should be a family.
Right.
You know,
Absolutely.
like we genuinely like each other and we will go to bat for each other.
Damn.
You know, and we will do the same for our clients.
Beautiful. And what days were you going to be out there at the carnival? Are you going to be out there all 3 days?
We're going to be there both days. We're going to be there the 17th and the 18th.
Okay. So we'll be out there tattooing. And is it what, first come, first serve? Is it people already setting up appointments or?
So I don't mind setting up appointments. I got one that said he's going to go out there and he's a veteran as well, but he wants this huge back mural. I'm like,
Shit.
dude,
That might not be the right spot.
Yeah, I told him. I was like, man, I go, nothing that big, dude. I was like, if you want something, man, something that maybe it'll take me an hour, because what we want to do is we're trying to get our name out there to everybody. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get, you know, what we do, what we specialize in out there and get more clientele. You know what I mean? Welcome more people to the family. And that's really what we're doing.
Hell yeah.
You know, so nothing big, guys. Nothing
Right.
big.
That's too crazy.
Yeah, but y'all can hit us up. We also are selling tickets, you know, for the carnival.
Right.
On the 17th, they're $35. You know, you'll have some bands out there as well. And then the 18th, when Michael Graves is performing, those tickets are $65. You guys can come down to the shop and hit us up, man. Like, yeah, we have some tickets.
Hell yeah. It's going to be a good time. Like it's the 17th, 18th, and the 19th, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong.
I don't think it's the 19th.
19th. I know it's 3 days, but
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Before I start blasting all kinds of shit, I get yelled at. That's November. Yeah, it does. It's the 17th, 18th, and the 19th, from what I remember.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's going to be all three of those. So, yeah, definitely take advantage if you can. Deuces Ink Lounge. Take advantage. Join the family. Get tatted by great people. Help a veteran. At the end of the day, guys, like I said, it's all about showing love to each other, showing pride, and just be cool with each other. Shit, I mean, go by the way of the samurai.
Absolutely.
Remember, we are all water, guys.
And we're going to have merch out there, too. So you guys can put in pre-orders. We just got T-shirts, hoodies, tumblers. What else we got? A few other things.
A few other good stuff.
Yeah, like we're going to have it all out there. We're probably going to be wearing them. I know I'm going to have my hoodie with me.
Yeah.
You know, and my T-shirt.
Okay.
You know, I probably should have worn it today, but I wore it yesterday instead because we had our $22 Tattoos Day.
Okay.
You know, which it's a monthly thing. We come up with a different thing every month, and nothing bigger than 2 by 2 inches,
Okay.
black and gray, $22.
Beautiful. That's every Tuesday?
Every first Tuesday.
Every first
of the
Tuesday.
month.
But we could definitely find that out on the Deuces Ink Lounge on the Instagram, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate you coming through, man.
Thank you for having me, bro.
It's awesome talking something different. Like I said, we just got off a hip hop with King Next is going to be performing as well.
Yep.
I love tattoos. Tattoos are I mean, like I said, they all have symbolism behind them, and I just love what you do, what you stand for, man.
Thank you.
Nothing
brother.
but the best. Till next time, guys. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Deuces.